Today we're going to start on 2 red and 1 green spring. I've got a block for my head because we're going to be doing some ab work to start off with, and also a ball. So have those 2 pieces of equipment. We're going to start with both of them. So our ball is going to go about where our bra strap sits, and then our head's going to come down on to the headrest on top of the block. Then we're going to start with our arms all the way up. Our knees are bent, so our feet are just resting down on our platform. We're going to reach our arms up so we feel like our shoulder blades are rotating out to the sides, and then drawing our shoulder blades back down and together. Rotating between those two, really reaching your arms all the way up, and then rotating our shoulders down. Reaching them up and rotating them down. And then taking our arms in the middle there, a little bit of a bend in our elbows. We're going to breathe in and open our arms out to the side, and then breathe out as we come back to the top. Breathe in, opening through our chest, and then breathe out as we come up. So we want to feel that stretch down through the sides of our chest, through the fronts of our shoulder. And then as we breathe out, we're going to bring both arms up above our head. And then we breathe in, bring them back down by our side. Breathe out, reaching them up above our head. Breathing in, bringing them down by our side. So we want to focus as we breathe out, draw our belly down towards our spine as we reach our arms up, starting to engage those core muscles. Breathe in, bring it down by our side. Last one here. And then we're going to keep our hands behind our head. Elbows just lifted so we can see them out of the corners of our eyes. As we breathe out, we're going to nod our chin down towards our chest, coming down into our chest lift, and then we lower back down with that inhale. Breathe out, ribs down towards our pelvis. Breathe in as we go back nice and wide. Breathe out, lowering down, ribs to pelvis. Breathe in as we come back. As you roll up, looking down towards your pelvis, lifting from our chest. We don't want to be pulling on our neck. So we keep pressing our head back into our hands. Two more. Draw your belly down towards your spine, ribs to pelvis. The last one. And then resting back down. Our next set, we're going to bring our knee in towards us. So we're alternating sides. We breathe out, rolling up. Knee tucks in towards us. Breathe in as we go back over our ball. Breathe out, tuck our knee in as we roll up into that chest lift, keeping that bit of space between our chin and our chest. Still rolling up nice and high. Two to go. And then rolling all the way back down to rest. This time we're going to come up and extend our leg. So we come up into our chest lift. Extend our leg out and lower. Bring our leg back in and then lower down. Still alternating sides. So we come up, extend out and lower. Bring it back in. Lower everything down together. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in. Breathe out and lower. Looking towards our pelvis as we roll up so we stay nice and high in that chest lift position. Last one. And then resting down. This time we're going to take one hand from behind our head, reaching it up towards the roof to start off with. As we breathe out, we're going to rotate across to the outside of our opposite knee and then bring it back down. Breathe out, rotate across. Breathe in as we come back down and over our ball. Still looking down towards our pelvis, rolling up nice and high, belly in towards our spine. Holding up on this one, we're pulsing up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring that hand down behind our head, resting back. Changing over to the other side now, we breathe out and rotate up and over to the side. Breathe in as we come back. Breathe out, rotate up and over. Breathe in to come back. Rolling up nice and high up and over your ball. 2 more. And then holding up on this last one, pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then rolling all the way back and over your ball. We'll take that ball out now, just resting it down on the floor. You can keep your block there if that's comfortable, otherwise take that out as well. Arms just resting down by our side. Feet are going to be together, knees together. Imagine our legs are in our mermaid tail, so feet and knees are going to stay together. Feet stack as we take our knees over to one side. Breathe out and come through the middle. Breathe in as we go over to the other side. We're trying to keep our shoulder down, so just go as far as your shoulder stays down on your carriage, switching side to side. Last one. And then coming back to the middle. We're going to hop all the way off our carriage now. And then we're going to take our foot bar up. We'll just go one down from the top. And we're changing to just one green spring. We're going to use our ball again now. Foot's going to go right up against your shoulder pad, knee down to start off with, and we're just going to open into our hip flexor stretch. So your hand is going to come down on your foot bar. We go back into our hip flexor stretch, rotating that ball back behind us, and then we come back to the front. Sinking down nice and low, opening through our hips, rotating back, and then we come back to the front. Last one here. And then we're going to shuffle that foot that's on the ground back just a little. Knee comes off the carriage this time. As we breathe out, we're going to go into our scooter. So a little bit of a bend in that standing leg, hinging forward. We breathe out. Reach our arms forward and our leg back. Breathe in as we bring the ball and knee back in. Breathe out and rotate forwards. Breathe in as we bring it back in. So we're kicking our leg back nice and straight, staying bent through our standing leg. We look just forward to the front of our reformer. If this is too much for you, you're welcome to drop the ball and just hold on to the foot bar. We've got 3 more. Kicking that leg back nice and long, reaching your arms. 2, 1, and then holding all the way back. We're then going to dip down into our lunge and lift up. Dip down and lift. Down into our lunge and lift. That back leg stays straight. You've got 2 left. And then glide your carriage all the way in. You can put your ball down on the ground for now. You do some work on our shoulders. So our feet are going to go right back against our shoulder pads. and hands a little bit wider than our shoulders on the foot bar. We're going to tuck our pelvis under. We're going into our long stretch. So we're going to press all the way out, belly tucked in towards our spine, arms out nice and long. We breathe out, pulling ourselves in, lifting from our underarms and our abdominal muscles. Breathe in as we go back. And then breathe out. Scoot belly to spine, bring yourself back in. Keeping our shoulders down away from our ears. Last one. And then bring it all the way in. Add a yellow spring on. We're going to come into some planking. So feet about in the middle of our courage, hands on the shoulder bar. Shoulders are going to stay over our wrists this time. As we breathe out, we're going to kick our courage away, coming into our plank. And then we breathe in, tuck our knees in. Breathe out, kick ourselves back into our plank. Breathe in, bend your knees in. Breathe out all the way out into your plank. Breathe in as you bend your knees in. We're looking just forward in front of our reformer so we keep our neck in a nice long line. And then holding all the way out in our plank, we bring one knee in towards our foot bar, take it back onto the carriage, and then alternate sides. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then draw your carriage back in. Have a little rest here. You can sink back into a stretch open through your back, holding on to your foot bar. And then we're going all the way back out into that plank position. Holding there. This time our knee is going to rotate towards our opposite hand on the foot bar. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way back in. We'll hop over to the other side, taking that yellow spring off, starting with our knee down on the carriage, toes just behind the foot bar. And then we're going to rotate back and open into that hip flexor stretch. And then bring it back in. Sinking down nice and low. Rotating back with that ball as we reach away. And then bring it all the way back in. Shuffle your foot back just a little bit and then lifting your knee off your carriage. We're going into our scooter this time, so a little bit of a bend in that front knee, hinging forwards. As we breathe out, reach your leg and arm away. Breathe in as we bring them back in. Breathing out, reach away. Breathe in to come back in. So we're working through this standing leg, right leg this time. Three more. Keep looking forward, drawing your shoulders down as you reach your arms up. And then holding out. We're going down into our lunge and then lifting up. Back leg stays straight. We're halfway, 4 to go. Last one. And then draw it all the way back in. That's it for today's workout. You're welcome to add that on to maybe one of the stretch workouts or something more specific, just a short little one today. Thank you.